Once it was, once it was not. Maybe it never was, maybe it still is. Listen well. When Dumuzi's age was ending, the world was tired. One year came with burning heat, the next with cutting ice. Animal tracks vanished, fruits dried on their branches, rivers either shrank or rose to swallow everything around them. Small tribes survived on a single breath, one leader, one shaman. If that leader fell, the order collapsed. If the shaman died, every ritual, every rule evaporated in a single night. Everything rested on one pair of shoulders. Humanity had shrunk to barely 20,000, and Ensipazi-anna watched all this from afar. As a member of the Council of Fire Bearers, he observed how long humans could endure without interference. A new species stumbling through a world they could not yet read, unable to follow nature's rhythm. One day the council gathered. Enki was there, Prometheus was there, and 50 ancient faces studied the state of the world. The conclusion was simple. A system built on a single person breaks at the first tremor. Ensipazi offered an idea humans could actually carry. Let decisions rest on 7 minds, not 1. Let them choose 7 wise ones. Elders, shamans, hunters, seed keepers, and let choices rise from their discussions. The council accepted. Ensipazi placed the same idea gently into the words of human elders and shamans. Choose 7 among you. Sit together, speak before you act. Let decisions be born from many voices. Some tribes formed councils of 9, some of 10. But years passed, people came and went, and slowly every council settled at the same number. 7 remained, not by force, by life's own rhythm. Then came the great year, the year of hunger, the year of fire. One morning, the wind blew the wrong way. The elders warned, do not light a fire today. But a young hunter, eager to drive the herd quickly, ignored every word. A spark touched dry brush. A heartbeat later, the whole slope ignited. The forest burned for days. Smoke covered the sky. Children coughed until they collapsed. Even water tasted like ash. The fire grew faster than human hands could fight it. The Council of Fire Bearers did not stay silent. Ensipazi turned to Enki. Prometheus was already preparing. A thunder-like shock split the air as an old but known technique was triggered. Forced storm ignition, clouds gathered like a closing fist. For 2 full days, relentless rain fell, drowning flames, turning embers into mud, saving the forest and the villages. People never forgot it. Some whispered Enki was angry. Some said sky people punished us. Others murmured, we upset the shepherd. The meaning differed, but the lesson was the same. Fire was no longer a toy. After the fire, councils gathered around their hearths. No one declared laws. No one struck stones together and shouted rules. Words simply formed slowly, painfully, from ash, fear, and loss. Don't light fire when the wind is wrong. Don't hunt during birthing seasons. Don't take the young, let the herd continue. Mark hunting grounds with stones. Settle conflicts with work, not blood. Let water belong to everyone. Let land belong to everyone. Their discussions soon reached another wound, death. The harsh years had cost many lives. Some tribes left their dead exposed to animals. Some abandoned them in forests. Some burned them and severed the bond with their ancestors. Around the fire, the council spoke. Leaving the dead behind erases them. Burning them cuts the thread. Let the body return to the earth, but not far away, somewhere just beyond daily life, where memory can still touch it, Thus, burial grounds were born. Shallow hills just outside the villages, graves topped with stones. At first, the stones were ordinary. Then shamans carved tiny cuts and marks into them, symbols only their people understood. The stones became memory. The earth became order. Death became a root, not a fracture. The story of the fire, the rain, the stones, and the agreements spread faster than any one tribe could travel. Ensipazi called a few shamans and said one thing: walk, tell what you saw. Let these stories sit beside other fires. So the wandering shamans began their long journeys. Mountains crossed, valleys passed, everywhere repeating the same tale. A hunter's recklessness burned the forest. The sky roared. Rain saved us. And we agreed to live differently. Without writing, without tablets, laws spread from mouth to mouth, from fire to fire, from stone to stone. The council-led villages grew stronger. 7 voices weighed heavier than one man's anger. Seed pits softened the hunger years. Burial stones held memory. Fire learned its limits. Population rose quietly from 20,000 to 100,000, then close to 200,000. Not a boom, but a slow, patient unfolding, a new hand opening. Humans learned not to conquer nature, but to listen to it. The council of fire-bearers watched from afar and saw not broken leader-dependent tribes anymore, but communities with councils, stones, graves, and stories. One evening, Ensipazi looked at the sky. A thin streak of light crossed the darkness. A single thought passed through him. This order is ready for its next step. The name of that step was Enmenduranna. It was not a death. It was a passing of the torch. Ensipazi withdrew, and fire continued to burn in human hands, carrying not just heat, but memory and measure. A new age had begun to breathe. The flame fades, but the myths never end. One bite, one myth.